We've owned the GTI hatchback for a while now, and we totally love driving it. But it's not the only hot hatch that Volkswagen makes. At the top of the Golf hierarchy is the Golf R, with all-wheel drive and more power. These cars date their history back to the original Golf GTI of the 1980s, and that segment has grown, with cars like the Subaru WRX STI and Ford Focus ST. But those rivals look pretty juvenile, and they're pretty harsh to drive. The Golf R and the GTI have more sophisticated looks, and a ride that, while stiff, is still manageable for the daily commute. So that brings us to the burning question: which would you rather have? Let's start with the GTI. It has a 2-liter turbo that makes 210 horsepower. It goes to the front wheels through a 6-speed dual-clutch transmission, or in our case, a good old-fashioned 6-speed manual. And it's a heck of a lot of fun for a front-wheel drive car. The Golf R, on the other hand, has 4-motion all-wheel drive. And even though the engine is the same size as the GTI, it gets new heads, new fuel injection system, and a new turbo. And it sounds so much better than you'd expect. The result? 292 horsepower sent through a dual-clutch automatic with paddle shifters. And Volkswagen says a stick shift will be available later this year. And there's more. The drive mode system has a race mode and a launch control that lets you take off with minimal wheel slippage. What that means is, it's definitely faster than the GTI off the line. And with the wide Bridgestone Potenza performance tires, you can really put the Golf R through a turn. So we know it's faster in a straight line and around the track, but at almost $40,000 for this model, it's pricey for a track toy commuter car. For that money, you could get a well-equipped GTI and several $1,000s left over to customize your ride. And for not too much more, you could even afford an Audi S3. It has the same amount of horsepower and a luxury badge. So really, it just becomes a matter of taste. And then there's the looks. The GTI has its honeycomb grille and other pieces that make it stand out. But the Golf R just sort of blends in with the crowd. But maybe that's the point. This is the hot hatch all grown up. It's easy to live with, especially if you have a family, and it won't scare away the in-laws. But it will give you years of joy as you carve up backcountry roads. For more, check out consumerreports.org.